Welcome back to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where we recap everything CBS soaps, both the young and the restless, and the bold and the beautiful. And this is your recap for the young and the restless for August 26th. And look like Billy confessed to kiss to Chelsea. We also actually see Sally, even though she knew all along the truth between her and Adam, finally gets it out of Adam. And then Nate and Devon are at it again. So before we unpack all of this, take a second to make sure you're subscribed to this channel. And please don't forget to like and share. So we are over at Newman Enterprises to start. And Victor is seen assuring Victoria of his support. But he kind of wanted her to be careful with all these acquisitions and, consult him along the way. Now, she looks kind of concerned, but afterward, Nick comes in and, she kind of slowly dismisses herself out of the room because I don't think she want to be interrogated by her father. But Nick and Victor now talk about Victoria feeling like she has something to prove after this whole Ashland Locke debacle. And Victor feels confident Victoria is going to prove herself in spades. Now we're over at the Chancellor Park. Chance will insist that this Ashland investigation is closed. Adam, however, brings up the fact that he has incriminating evidence. Now he's showing his hand, which is surprising. Now Adam pushes Chance to do the right thing and make a wrong a right, since it'll look bad if he covered up a crime for his father-in-law. Now, Adam asks if Victor intimidated him. Chance denies it and refused to be intimidated by Adam, too. Now, although Adam wants Victor punished, Chance acts like Adam is the one heading down a dangerous, destructive path. And I'm like, Chance, really? How did you go from A and now to Z with this whole thing? You really have signed up with the Newmans. So now let's head over to Sally's office because Adam is about to stop by. He apologizes since things got so unpleasant between them. Now, despite everything, Adam still feels like Sally is the only one he can open up to. Now, Sally does invite Adam to share, so this is where we heard him admit that he's acquired evidence that needs to come out. Now, on Sally's mind, it dawns on her that Adam is just using her for revenge on Victor, but he argues that a story like this could make her career. Even if Sally gets fired, Adam even thinks that there's a ton of other media companies wanting to hire her because of her integrity. Now, Adam won't think Sally really wants to work for a man who staged a car crash to cover up the fact that his favorite son killed his daughter's ex-husband. Now, Adam goes over the deadly details, but he insists Victor is to blame for this whole cover-up and adds that the story should reflect just that and that his siblings are in the clear. Now, Adam thinks that this is going about it doing the right thing, but Sally won't be so sure it's right, especially since it means throwing Chance under the bus. And the other thing is that he gave him first opportunity to make this right, and he chose not to. So that's on him, honestly. Now, Sally is acting like Adam is casting Chance aside like he's doing with her, but he argues that he protected her job from the all-out war that he's about to start. Now, once Sally realized Adam has finally admitted the truth, which she already knew, she's still not satisfied for what she's looking for. She's arguing that vengeance always comes first for Adam and won't think he wanted to protect her. You got that job because he broke up with you. Hello? And in Sally's opinion, Adam just don't want to risk his chance at revenge by confiding in her. Now, Sally will realize going after Victor is Adam's actual goal, and she feel like that, this is going to be his downfall. And then with that said, Sally implies that, this is Adam's problem now. Not quite, because when they're done with you, Sally, you're going to be out on your butt. Now, after Sally thanks Adam for this scoop, she warns him that she's not about to make any promises or deals, and the days of doing what Adam wants will be over. I do what I want now. she declares, before she stormed out. And I'm like, nope, you're working for the Newmans. You're doing exactly what they want you to do. Don't fool yourself, girlfriend. So Adam, just leave her be. She sold out to the Newman Kool-Aid, so it's over. It'll be probably sooner rather than later when she come crawling back, wondering what the heck happened when the Newmans chew her up and spit her out. Okay, enough of that vent session. So now we're over at the podcast studio. Now Billy pulls back from this kiss and apologizes for giving Chelsea the wrong impression. You didn't give her the wrong impression. That's what she wanted to do, Billy. Chelsea realized she misread things, so she just want to forget about it and move on. Yeah, okay. Billy and Chelsea record their final podcast goodbyes, which bring a little bit of awkwardness. Now, although Billy wants to talk about the kiss once they finish, Chelsea insists, you know what, don't you ever bring this up again. I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, because you screwed up. You thought that by kissing this man that he was going to feel some kind of way, and it blew up in your face. And you already know that this man is in a relationship with Lily. So why did you even go there? Sound like Ray 2.0, but she hightails it out of there and she heads out, and it leaves Billy wondering, what happens next, but he needs to figure out what he's going to do next. So Chelsea happens to also run into Chloe over at Crimson Lights later on. Chloe wonders if something has happened. Now, Chelsea don't get into the details, but she do admit that she messed up and feels stupid, as you should. Now, after Chelsea adds that she's her own worst enemy, okay, accountability, she won't think anyone can do anything about that. Nope, that's all on you, baby girl. So now it looks like she don't have a job and she's out on her own because she put the stock into the wrong thing. Speaking of frustrations, let's head over to Chancellor Winners. We got Nate and Devon trying to compete who's going to walk in the door first. But when they finally sit down after Lily invite them in, they have this conversation about the music festival. And Nate has been doing some research about it and want to move it forward. But Devon shut him down without even looking at any of the data. Now, Lily, of course, is pushing Devon to at least check the info so he can, and he agreed to it. Now, Devon won't think it's the right move for the company at the moment. And, it's nothing personal. It's just business. But, yeah, it's not going to get any easier or any better between these two. And it looks like the more that they push, the more that it escalates. So, later on, he meets up with Elena and complains to her about everything. And she wonders, at this point, if this new job is even worth it. I don't blame her. Now, despite Nate's daily frustration and all of this, he's not ready to walk away, though. So let's head back over to Chancellor Winners. Now, Billy finds Lily and decides to confess that Chelsea kissed him after getting her wires crossed. Now, Lily wonders if this is something that she should be concerned about. And you know what? I would think so. But Billy insists to her that he did set Chelsea straight and act like, she's just feeling a little lost and lonely. Now, Billy did say he was ready to focus on being Lily's full-time COO, and so, they decide to catch up on what's going on. Lily did bring up the latest drama between Nate and Devon before siding with Nate on this whole music festival idea. And you know what? That's going to probably be an issue for Devon. So now we're over at Victoria's office. Sally, the snake, reveals that Adam came to her with this proposition. Boy, she kissing butt already. After Sally mentions the evidence Adam claims to have regarding Ashlyn's death, she admits that he asked her to run a story about it. Now, Victoria is grateful, of course she is, for the heads up and says that this will be remembered, and will ask if Sally actually shut the proposition down. Because if you didn't shoot the idea down completely, this might be useful. And Victoria suggests all of this as you can see her wheels turning. Now we're back over at Society, and Victor and Nick decide that they wanted to corner Adam at a table. Now that leads to them ganging up on Adam about what he hopes to accomplish with the information he has. Now Nick wonders if Adam is after Victoria's CEO spot, but Victor insists, it's not going to happen. Now, once Victor suggests that he protected Adam's siblings, like he protected Adam after he killed AJ Montalvo on the farm, Adam fires back about how his dad ruined him. Now, Adam admits that he's still dealing with the guilt and will think Nick is going to be burdened with that same type of stuff now after the Ashland Locke situation. Now, Adam reflects on all of the shame, the questions in his subconscious. He insists that he does not want Victoria's job. Adam also contends that maybe he just wants justice finally to be served. Now, Victor tells Adam, "You're playing a dangerous game," as he usually say, and warn him not to. But you can tell by Nick's face with everything he was saying, because we already know Nick is struggling with the fact that he did actually kill a man, no matter the circumstances. But with everything, with the handling of this by Victor, it really threw, a curveball in how, of course, Nicholas feels about all of this. So it looks like Adam struck a chord when it comes to what he had to say about the guilt that Nick is feeling, because obviously Adam is sharing in that same guilt. And Victor is not paying attention to any of it. He don't care about none of that. That his kids are mentally and emotionally struggling. So we actually see Adam stumps off. They're shocked and left in a dismay. He crossed paths with Chelsea at Chancellor Park and look like they got a lot to talk about. And I look like that's going to be happening on Monday episode. So, yeah, we have to stay tuned to see what's next in the conversation here. And at this point, what's going to happen to Adam? Look like he's just done with everybody. Chance, Sally, and of course his family. So where did he go from here? Okay, so there you have it, your Young and the Restless recap for Friday, August 26, 2022. Let's get the conversation started down in the comments section about this particular episode. And if you haven't subscribe to the channel, do so. We do spoilers here, we do recaps here, we do cast updates here. We also have a podcast if you want to hear our weekly review where we talk about everything, both CBS soaps. So stay tuned for the Bold and the Beautiful recap, which will also be uploaded to this channel. And until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you soon. Bye.